All right, today we're going to jump into a story that's all about how a simple, kind of funny misunderstanding over a text message could actually be the key to solving a massive problem. It's a story about friendship, feeling kind of desperate, and coming up with a really, really creative solution.
So, that really brings us to the main question here. How on earth can a simple misunderstanding, something you might just laugh off, actually solve a really huge, serious problem? Let's dig in and find out.
So, to figure that out, we've got to meet the two guys at the very center of this whole thing. Let's introduce our main characters, Colby and Mike.
And we're thrown right into the middle of their usual back and forth. You've got Mike, who's off at college as a freshman, teasing Colby, who's a senior in high school. It's that kind of playful ribbing that you only get from friends who've known each other forever.
So, what's the deal with these two? Well, their friendship goes way back. They're best friends, and they've got this tradition of playing basketball every single Saturday. See, Mike was kind of the older mentor figure who showed a shy freshman Colby the ropes, and now Colby's really come into his own. He's the confident king of Bradford High.
Okay, but right here, this is where things get real. The laughter kind of fades, and the conversation takes a really sharp, serious turn. This is where the actual story kicks off. And this right here, this really nails Colby's dilemma. At school, he feels like he's on top of the world, He's confident, he's in charge. But at home? Well, it's a totally different reality. So this is what it all boils down to. Colby finally opens up to Mike and tells him that his mom has a new boyfriend, and this guy is, in his words, bad news. He is absolutely desperate to get this guy out of his and his mom's life, and he's looking for any way to make that happen.
And now we get to the part that seriously changes everything. Mike, trying to cheer his friend up, starts telling this funny story from his own life. It's just a little story about a misunderstanding, but one that had some pretty big consequences. Okay, quick sidebar for anyone who might not be up on their internet slang. The acronym SMH just means shaking my head. It's what you text when you're frustrated or you just can't believe something. Simple, right?
Well, Mike's mom had let's just say, a much more colorful interpretation. Her boyfriend texted her SMH while they were arguing, and she read it as sorry monkey ho. And as you can probably guess, she absolutely lost it.
And this is the best part. This is the real kicker. Mike admits to Colby that he knew his mom had it totally wrong. But he didn't say a word. Why? Because he didn't like the boyfriend either, and he saw this as the perfect chance to just let the guy's own mistake do all the work for him.
And you can just picture it, right? As Colby and Mike are both cracking up over this story, you can practically see the gears turning in Colby's head. He's not just laughing at a funny story anymore. He's hearing an answer to his problem.
Yet this is that moment, the aha moment. Colby realizes that this hilarious mess-up isn't just a great story. It's a blueprint for his own situation. So you can basically break down his thinking like this. He's got his problem, the bad news boyfriend. Then he gets the catalyst, Mike's incredible story. And when you put those two together, a truly devious plan starts to form.
And just like that, the story just stops. It leaves us hanging, right on the edge, right before he puts his plan into action. The author doesn't tell us what happens next. Instead, they kind of hand the reins over to us.
So now it's over to you. What do you think this brilliant idea is? Is he going to try to set up some kind of similar misunderstanding? And maybe the bigger question is that even the right thing to do? What would you have told him in that moment? It's a fascinating cliffhanger that makes you wonder, sometimes the wildest solutions pop up in the most unexpected places.